Want to know how to 10x your income? So 2022 is going to be the best year ever. Stay tuned, I'm going to share some tips here in this video. So it's really perfect time right now. It's December. It's time to think about our goals for the next year. Have you made your vision boards? Have you made your business plan yet on how your next year is going to be? This is always such an exciting time for me when I get to visualize, when I get to like really make that plan and action, what it is that I'm going to be doing and working towards in the next year. So hope you have that in plans if you haven't done so already. But you know, how would you like to do it in 90 days? How would you like to compress the time and really have that like maximum results in the first 90 days of the year, and then, you know, just like get that acceleration going where you're absolutely unstoppable? So I'm learning from Mr. 10X himself, Mr. Grant Cardone, Uncle G. So he is, I'm in his program, in his coaching program, and he's actually showing us what he's actually been through. So if you didn't know, last year he did a program, he did this documentary or whatever, like a series, like a TV show, where he was stripped of his name, of his fame, of his contacts, of all of his belongings. He was given $100 and he was flown into like unknown area, a beat up truck, and changed his name, and that's it. Like a phone, beat up truck, $100, and nothing, no history. And he was supposed to make $1 million in 90 days. So from zero to $1 million. And you know, like if you haven't watched this, I haven't watched actually finale, but basically he then ended up like surpassing that goal. He made way more than $1 million in 90 days from nothing. So it's a really powerful show to watch. It's on Discovery Plus. So if you'd like to watch it as well, I definitely recommend that. And I'll be watching the finale and things that I missed as well. All right. If you haven't ever watched any of my videos, my name is Anna Stropnik, and I help network marketers grow their business online so they can attract prospects to them so they don't have to chase family, friends, and strangers online and sending all these spammy messages. They actually attract prospects to them that are qualified and they are raising their hands wanting to work with them. So if that sounds like something you might be wanting to learn, I have a blog, annastropnik.com. You can check it out. Every single week I publish a new episode, and consider subscribing to this channel as well, because I post a video on here every single week on one of these topics like that. So, all right. So what do we need to do is, first thing, we gotta set our targets, because you will just think about it. Think of it as a GPS. If you don't punch in the address where you're going, where is your car going to take you? You're just gonna be going around and ending up nowhere, right? Because you're just gonna be circling around if you don't have the destination. So you gotta have a target. You gotta have a goal. What it is that you're looking to achieve. Be very, very specific. So getting out of that is not specific. You gotta know, okay, I want to make $1 million in 90 days. I want to make it a 6-figure income in 90 days. What is it? You know, be very, very specific. So you got to have that target. So you always start from zero, no matter where you are. You know, if you're already 6 figures, you know, great. You know, let's make the next 6 figures. If you're already 7 figures, okay, great. Let's start from zero. Let's make it the next $1 million. Okay. So this is how Grant shows. Actually, I'm just going over the notes that like this is such a powerful webinar that I wanted to share, like all of my notes and everything that I'm learning there and I'm implementing as well in my business. So you got to set 3 goals. You got to set a goal for a year. So what is your goal for 2022? If a year from now, whenever you're watching this video, a year from now, what is your goal 3 years from now? Financial goal. Like think about it, you know, in money, in like put it in numbers. And then what is it 5 years from now? Is that clear? Is that goal absolutely clear? So pause this video if you have to write those 3 numbers down, what it is that you're working towards, okay? So Are you a spectator or are you a player? So what is it going to take for you to actually achieve the goals that you set for yourself? You gotta be all in. You gotta be all in. You cannot be just watching from the sides. You know, you gotta be the main player, the main character in your movie. So you gotta think about and write it down. All of the motivations, all of your whys. Why do you want to achieve that? Write it down, you know, write it down every single day to remind you what are you working for. Number 2, write down all the obstacles, everything that is in your way, why you cannot achieve that. And you know, like nobody has gone to the top without obstacles. So we gotta learn how to recognize them, how to overcome them, how to avoid them. So write them down. The best way to avoid obstacles is like by learning from somebody who's been there already, so you don't have to go through it and you don't have to waste time on some of the setbacks that they had. So write down the obstacles, write down the resources. Because if you think of Cardone, the way he did it, like he had like absolutely nothing. So you already have more than he has, right? So you already have a phone, you already probably have a laptop, you have internet, you have a home, you have a car, right? You have your contacts, you have your whole network. So you're not really starting from nowhere. Excuse me. So you have where you're starting. Okay, so make that list. You have a bank account, you have a credit card. This is all super important. So write all of these things down. So what it needs to be, the payoff needs to be much bigger. What are you getting once you achieve that goal than what it actually it has to be big enough for you to actually take action and go to work. So just imagine if every person that you talk to on your contact list pays you $100, whether they join you in the business or not, it pays you $100. What if they pay you $1,000? What is that? You know, something that, you know, you will definitely work towards, and it doesn't matter if it's, you know, 100, 1,000 that the person pays you every time you talk to them. So just think about it. What is your conviction? Why are you gonna get up every morning, and why you're gonna be working towards that goal? You have to get uncomfortable, because staying in the comfort zone, staying comfortable is not gonna get you anywhere. Grant says that people who are comfortable, you know, they have it easy, they have everything, you know, okay, they have their like so-called security, and they don't really need it, they're not hungry. It's very hard for them, like they're in the worst position ever. It's better if you don't have the resources, if you're uncomfortable, if you have to make it happen, you're gonna do whatever it takes. So you gotta have that attitude of whatever it takes, right? So you think about it, your only option is to win, and the payoff needs to be high enough. All right, so I hope this was helpful. If it was, I would love to know in the comments, let me know. And also, if you like content like this, I also run a Facebook group, Mom Turned CEO. In there we have some great resources, some great trainings for you. So you can check out, it's a great community that we're building of all the entrepreneurs and network marketers just like you. So we are all in this together and helping us grow our businesses, so we can, you know, 10x in 90 days and have the best year ever. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.